The day the stars were torn apart. In the golden throne room of the Palace of Eternal Spring, Princess Sora and Princess Hannah danced together every morning. Sora, with her short hair tied in a warrior's knot and eyes like burning coals, would spin her wooden sword so fast that the air whistled. "I will protect you forever, little moon," she would shout, laughing. Hannah, her long hair flowing like silk rivers and cheeks always pink with kindness, would reply softly, "And I will love you even when the sun forgets to rise, big fire." They were only 8 years old, yet the whole palace knew their secret game. Whenever one felt sad, the other would press their foreheads together and whisper, "We share one heart, your pain is mine, my joy is yours." Their mother, Queen Jiwoo, often watched them with tears in her eyes. "The gods gave me 2 daughters," she would say, "but only one soul." King Minjun would laugh and reply, "Then, that soul must be the strongest in all of Korea." But strength and innocence together are a light so bright that darkness cannot bear it. On the night of their 8th birthday, while fireworks painted the sky in crimson and gold, the palace gates creaked open by themselves. A thick fog rolled in, carrying the scent of burnt pine and forgotten sorrow. From that fog stepped an old woman wrapped in a black hanbok, her face hidden behind a veil of spider silk. The guards tried to stop her, but their spears turned to ash the moment they touched her. She walked straight to the twin princesses, who stood hand in hand on the balcony, eyes wide with wonder. "Beautiful little stars," the woman hissed, her voice like dry leaves scraping stone. "One of you is fire that never bends. The other is light that never fades. But what happens when fire is forced to burn alone and light is forced to shine in endless night?" Before anyone could scream, she raised a gnarled hand and spoke 3 ancient words that made the moon itself tremble. "Split. Suffer. Remember." A crack of thunder shook the palace. Sora felt as if someone had ripped her shadow away. Hannah felt as if someone had stolen her warmth. When the smoke cleared, the old woman, the shadow sorceress of Mount Baekdu, was gone. And so was Hannah. Only Sora remained, clutching her sister's favorite ribbon, now turned ice cold in her trembling hands. The kingdom fell into chaos. King Minjun ordered every soldier, every shaman, every hunter to search the mountains, but no trace of Princess Hannah was found. Queen Jiwoo stopped eating, whispering only one sentence day and night. "My moonlight is missing." But little Sora, oh little Sora, refused to cry in front of anyone. She stood on the highest tower every dawn, sword in hand, shouting into the wind, "I am coming, Hannah! Hold on! Your big fire is coming!" Yet at night, when no one could see, Sora would curl up in Hannah's empty bed, pressing the cold ribbon to her heart and sobbing until her voice broke. "We share one heart, so why does mine feel empty?" she whispered to the silent room. The servants found her like that every morning, eyes swollen, fists clenched around the ribbon as if it were the only thing keeping her alive. Weeks turned into months. The once bright palace grew gray. Flowers in the royal garden stopped blooming. Even the river seemed to cry. Sora trained harder than any boy in the kingdom, running up the palace steps 100 times before sunrise, lifting stones twice her size, learning to fight with both hands, so she could protect Hannah when she found her. But every night the same nightmare came, Hannah alone in the dark, calling her name with a voice growing weaker and weaker. One stormy evening, when Sora was practicing in the empty courtyard, an old blind storyteller named Grandpa Minho appeared at the palace gate. No one knew how he entered. He carried only a wooden flute and a small lantern that never went out, even in rain. "Young fire princess," he said gently, "your sister is not dead. She is trapped in the Valley of Whispering Shadows, beyond the Forbidden Forest. The sorceress has locked her innocence inside a cage of ice. Only the one who carries fire in her heart can melt it, but the path will burn you too." Sora's eyes blazed. "Then I will burn until nothing is left of me, Grandpa. Just tell me how to reach her." The old man smiled sadly. "The journey will test 3 things, your strength, your sister's innocence, and the love that binds you. Fail anyone, and both stars will fall forever." He handed her the lantern and a single cherry blossom petal that glowed faintly. "This petal will show you the way. But remember, fire alone cannot melt ice made of loneliness. You will need something softer than strength." That night, Sora packed a small bag, her wooden sword, Hannah's ribbon, the glowing petal, and the last rice cake their mother had baked for their birthday. She kissed her sleeping parents goodbye, leaving a note written in her clumsy handwriting. "I am bringing our moonlight home. Please don't be sad. We share one heart, so I am never alone." As the first light of dawn touched the palace roofs, Princess Sora stepped through the palace gates alone. The entire kingdom held its breath. Behind her, the cherry trees bent low as if bowing. Ahead, the forbidden forest waited, dark and whispering. But in her chest burned.